it's challenging when I don't have a something really that
Offer.
I know that I'm selling. Um, it makes all more sense to me. I've been listening to the 6FA training videos and listening to them many
Mm-hmm.
times over and over, repeated over and but what I notice, so I'm because I don't have a something solid. Um, I'm going all over the places, posting in groups here and there, and then um, not getting anywhere really. But what happens? Let me give you an example of what. Okay, I've been on that. For example, I post on the entrepreneurs on this AppSumo group, and there's always people every day. There's
Mm-hmm.
people posting there. And one of the goals in that AppSumo course is to get $1, paid $1. And then everybody there joining there just say, "Here's my PayPal number. Send me $1 so I can reach my goal." And then, or they say they post a photo with a dollar or a euro there that they got from their wife. And I thought, hell, that's not a business. That's not a way to. That is like I'm paying one euro to myself. So
Yeah,
Um,
of course.
and I posted there on that group.
That's like cheating.
Yeah,
That's like cheating. You
that's
know.
cheating. And I went on many on these groups, and then I post there. The I'm look. I mean, I literally copy and paste the words from the 6FA from the training the one is from the fast start. I get zero responses. Um, and one or two of the groups I got banned, which is probably so they say a vendor is not allowed. So it's probably just changing words around. It's like on ChatGPT. If you ask it uh, for a directly, it can't answer. If you just change the word order around, then it's the same thing, but then it answers. So anyway,
Yeah.
and then I get for the one or two people that did respond. I go in conversations. I put one there in a support hub. One of the people they got they're like Nigerians and they got they sell something like for $70 or 70 is their most expensive thing, and I know it's not going to work. Um, and then for example, the last one I had a message with, I asked him, what is he, um, define everything's, I asked him all the questions, and then, and it's like I get responses like, word salad, responses.
What do you mean?
Um,
They,
let me,
they don't want to respond actually.
yeah, it's nonsensical, answers. I asked the person, "What is a
Oh, okay,
what?
I get it.
Yeah, what's your how does your lead sourcing work? What is your process look like? How can so that I can see that I can because the only end of the day, okay. Long story short is this: many of them, I offer them, let's go on a call and let's get jump on a call and I'll help you out. And then this guy said to me, and no thanks, they turning the free call down. Um, for the so yeah, I'm just thinking of it is because I'm not at the right place. Um, that is what I
Yeah, can
think
I
the
give you my
problem is.
feedback?
Yes,
No, no, can I give you my feedback? Yeah. Everything comes down to the offer,
to the
right?
offer, yes.
Because the thing is, yeah, because let's say, like, I can tell you guys that if you just use, this is just an example. I'm not pushing you to use cold DM because, I mean, as you guys know, it's not the first strategy, it's not the first path we like to go with, right? But long story short, you can also get amazing results like sales and calls booked, leveraging cold DM. You can also use mass um, Do you know those Chrome extension where you can just send like 300 messages featuring people, yada, yada, yada?
There's
You
one,
can
yeah,
just use
friend
this. The most
finder or
important thing,
something like that.
yeah, exactly, stuff like that, right? The most important thing is you are super clear on what's the offer, right? Because the thing is, if you tell me, hey, I see you're a realtor, oh, what's the process from stranger to customer, your business, yada, yada. But if I don't know why you sending me, hey, Mayor, how you doing? Nice to
Amir.
see you.
Hi, Mike. How you doing?
Nice haircut. It looks great, man.
Uh,
I got you. I got you. So I was just reviewing a little bit from Vix is joining. Awesome. Okay, people are getting in. Let's go.
Cool.
So, getting back to you, I think that the number one problem is the offer, because even if you send, like, let's say, for example, 300 cold messages, and you start the message saying, hey, I know you get messages every single day, but this offer is different because I'm going to help you to close 3 sales in the next 3 weeks, or you don't pay. Or you get money first and then you pay later, right? Sell first, pay later. Or if I help you get your next 10 customer, or you don't pay. Or I help you create 3 videos and implement all the automation so that you can get leads automatically 24/7, or you don't pay. Whatever it is, right? I'm just making it up like this. But the thing is, the clearer you are on the offer, the easier it gets to get a positive response, right? Because the thing is, let's say that you are a realtor, right? And I offer you something that, it's not relevant to your business. You don't want to waste your time because you don't know me. So you don't trust me, right? Because the thing is, hey, Vix, how you doing? Nice to see you here.
Fine, man.
How's it going? All good?
Yeah, quite good. Can say now.
Awesome. Good stuff. I'm happy that we have good news, Vix. Anyway, you see the point, Gervais? Now, the most important thing is the offer, because we can't create the offer if we don't understand what's the pain point that we can solve. And we can't understand what's the pain point we can solve if we don't know who's the target, right? So it's a sequence, right?
That's exactly what I'm feeling
That's
now.
why,
Yeah,
because otherwise, my man, it's just, you want to jump on the car, right? You want to turn left to right, but if you don't switch on the motor, it doesn't work, right? You go nowhere. Even if you turn left to right, if the motor is switched off, it doesn't work, right? So that's why offer, pain, target, right? And sometimes we are able to understand what's the, let's say, number one problem that we want to solve based on how much money we want to make, right? Let's say, for example, that we want to, let's say that I want to make $1 million. $1 million in a year, right? Do you think it's easy or it's difficult? I don't know, it depends, right? This is just ideas, making up like this, just to make an example, right? But let's say that I want to help jewelry business, and at the same time, I want to generate 1 million for me. Well, I just have to create an offer where they're willing to pay $20,000 and I just need 50 sales, right? Yeah, 50 sales, $20,000. This is $1 million, right? Now, for jewelry business, is it easy, or do you think it's hard to get to 20K? Pretty easy, right? 3 rings, 3 engagement rings, they got to 20K. Is it difficult for me to help them to generate 3 sales a month? I don't think so. So if we can, you see where I'm going, right? So that's why we always need to put down the math, the numbers first, because if you want to get to $2,000 per month, for example, let's keep it easy, right? Okay, how can I get to $2,000 per month? Well, I can get there selling 2 units for $1,000, or maybe if I'm a affiliate marketer, for example, just 2 sales, $1,000 commission, that's cool. Or 4 sales, 1 sale a week for $500, right? And then I just work my numbers backwards. How many conversations do you need to have in order to close 1 sale? Let's say 10. Cool. So if I want to make $2,000 and I sell per month consistently, and I'm selling for $500 unit, for example, I just need to have 10 sales opportunity a week, because 1 out of 10 is going to convert, right? This is just 2 sales opportunity, Monday, Friday. You don't have to work weekends, right?
You made me you made a very nice flow chart for me about 2 months ago with Whimsical, and
Yeah, you remember?
I remember, I still have it, and it's yeah, it was very very good, or it is very good. Um, yeah, I just thought about, I'm just thinking out loud. If I, for a modest like 2K per month, and if I only do one sale, I've got like 3 weeks, 3 weeks to get to that one, to make one sale, and then possibly after that. But anyway, I first have to get the offer and get there. But I'm not discouraged. I'm just thinking of the more, that I'm repeating all this training material, the 6FA, and the more I'm trying to start conversations and everything, it is crystal clear that you can't do, as you always said, this, you can't do anything if you don't have an offer. You're not going anywhere. Because I've made some videos, like I made a video that I posted on my Facebook, where I said, like, I don't have an offer and follow me. This is my sort of like an, I understand there's people like this kind of videos where we origin story. So I made one like this, and I made one today, and so yeah, just useless information,
So
but yeah, thank you.
no, everything makes sense. So let me show you this, guys. I think this is beneficial for everybody here. That's why I'm sharing this, not only for Grove, right? So this is the sale, right? So this is where we get the money. That's cool. How can we get there, right? So this is the goal, right? How can we get there? Well, we have to have a pain to solve, right? Because if you want to buy, let's say that it's raining, there is no outside, it's cold weather, right? And you're just sitting on your sofa, very comfy, right? Warm environment, chilling with the kids, with your wife, you may be watching the TV, news, or whatever it is, right? At some point, you decide that you have to go buy something, you have to buy groceries, right? Now, you don't stop doing what you're doing just for the sake of it. You don't stop what you're doing if you don't have something more important to do, right? You have to solve a pain. So what's the pain to solve? This is just an idea, right? This can be, let me put it here, I don't want to do two things like too much confusion. But pain to solve, this can be closing, no. Guys, 99% is getting more sales for everybody. I don't care if you're doing affiliate marketing, if you're selling your coaching program, if you're working with an agency, if you're selling if you're selling to CEO, to big corporation, if you're selling to B2C, B2B, whatever it is, right? 99% of the case is getting more sales, right? Because if you close a sale, you make money. And if you are dealing with businesses need to make money. That's it, right? So what's the pain to solve? The pain to solve might be, this is just an example, getting qualified leads, right? Or closing leads, or both, right? Or having an offer that converts, right? So this is the pain to solve. Now, how can we get here? Like, if I ask you guys, what's the best way to get qualified leads? What's the best way to convert people? What's the best way to create an offer? You can give me a lot of explanation, a lot of information, but the most important thing is to understand who we are talking to, right? Because maybe our target is dentist. Maybe our target is single mom working 9 to 5, trying to make extra money to pay debts, right? Two different things. So if we don't have a pain to solve, we can close the sale, right? Now, let's try to get there step by step, right? You can't have a pain to solve if you don't know who's the target, right? Because let's say, for example, as we said the last time, guys, for example, for UX, you're selling to, you're basically selling B2C, right? Business to customer, right?
Yeah.
So you're helping people to make extra money selling other people's product, meaning affiliate marketing, right? So once we know the target, we can understand if they are working 9 to 5, meaning no time, no huge money, right? Let's say they are stressed because they're working 9 to 5, and then when they finish the day, they go back, they spend time with the family, and they try to make extra money, right? It's not easy, honestly, right? So we can't get to the sale if we don't understand what's the pain to solve. And we can't understand what's the pain to solve if we don't know what's the target, right? This is super important, guys, because otherwise, like this is for you, Grobe. You can start a conversation with people if you don't understand these things, right? Because if I send a message to Vix, let's say, for example, and I want to sell him something, but I don't know what I'm selling, I don't know who's the target, I'm just targeting everybody, how can I close the sale? There is no way, right? So that's why we really need to understand what's the pain to solve, because based on this, we can craft all the communication, we can understand what's the offer, right? Because actually, the offer is just how we fix the pain. That's it. Right? Make sense so far, guys?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, suppose I am promoting P2C. Where will be the ideal the Facebook group that we can go and get people out there? Because before I was targeting legendary people, and they were quite interested. But now, since they changed our TikTok, they are no more interested in Facebook organic or anything related to Facebook. So the market itself has changed there.
Yeah. Well, first of all, as like we were discussing this with Grobe, for example, be careful with Facebook groups, because the thing is, sometimes if you don't pay attention, you get banned, right? Did you get banned, Grobe, from a group?
Not that they just almost. They just said to me, no, not but close. restricted.
Okay. Yeah, because the thing is, like, let's do this instead. Let's try to check something like this. Wait a second. So let's do. So, for example, this is a post. Okay, so this is my post, right? Do you know how to use this, guys? Do you see this public?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a way to filter who is gonna read my post, right?
Post. Yeah.
So something that we might want to use is, for example, this is just for test, just for testing, right? But this is affiliate marketing, for example. This is Facebook ads group, right? This is French audience for drop shipping. This is people in drop shipping groups, yada yada. So something that you want to do is this, for example. Let's take our group, for example, right? So let's say that I have all these people that just joined, right? Members. Okay. So we have here all the people that joined the group. We can send them a message. We can get, we can send them a friend request, whatever it is. Now, something that you want to do is this. Let's say that you want to target these people. And of course, you can't come here and, what is it? Here. You can't come here and say, hey guys, I have a free training on how to close 3 sales in 3 hours without using my 3 strategies, yada, yada. You can't do this because this is not your Facebook group, right? And that's why people, like their admin, they ban you. Okay. Now, what can we do? We can do 2 things. We can just search for the best post, right? Generally, 2 ways to do so. The first one is the most recent one. So just scroll down and just try to see what's the best post, right? That was converting very good. And then what you can do is, for example, I don't know, this is a welcome post. Let's scroll down. This is someone else. Okay, this is a training. Okay. So something that you can do is this. Let's say that we find someone that we like. I don't know, I think I can help this guy. Okay. Let's open a new tab. I can send him a friend request. I can go here. Well, before sending the friend request, let's check if we can help him, right? If we can help him. If we are potentially open to helping a guy like this. Let's check. Personal profile. Help you set the secret 100K Facebook group funnel system. Free 8-step training. Okay. Let's see. 6th October. No, 25th. Okay, he's posting pretty regularly, right? Okay, so let's say that we see something that is interesting, right? We can just drop her down a comment, right? Related to something interesting. Well, this guy is not getting crazy engagement. Is not getting any, audience so far. Okay, this is not the best example. But what I was saying, this guys, just you can fish in other people's Facebook group, for example, and then once you find them, for example, let's say that this guy is pretty good, I don't know, we're interested in getting business together, whatever it is, right? We could just find one post that, it's interesting, right, for us. As I said, this is not a good example, but let's just follow the logic. We can just find one post that it's interesting for us, right? We can put down a comment and we just wait that he accept our friend request and we send them a message, right? Hey, Greg, I love the post where you were, no, sorry, where you were sharing your mindset, I don't know, whatever it is, right? Yada, yada, yada. Now, what's the point? We are not sending a cold DM like this. We send a friend request, we were checking the post, we found something that's interesting, right? That we can relate to, and we're getting back to this, right? So this is a good way to start the conversation. Now, what I'm saying is two things. You have two options. This is one option, right? You can just go back and see if you can find something to relate. It takes a little bit more time, yes, but you're dealing with better people, right? Because maybe if I see that he's not getting any engagement, for example, I can start the conversation like this, and then I can say, hey, man, listen, I was reviewing your Facebook profile, and I have a couple of ideas on how you might be able to increase your engagement or to build a huge audience. Do you mind if I share with you a short little video with a couple of suggestions? If you like the idea. If not, that's cool too. I still love you. Haha. Right? So this is one option. The second option is you know already what's the offer, right? And you just send him this. Hey, Greg, I see you're, I don't know, a real estate agent. I help like you getting, I don't know, let's say 30 qualified leads a week without using ads, or you don't pay. Would you be open to watch a 2-minute explainer video where I go over the strategy that you decide if it's interesting or not? Just let me know. Boom. This can be the first message, right? So you don't even have to go over the post, the content, try to find something that you can relate to, right? And spend maybe a few days or a few hours going back and forth, right? If you have a good offer, right? That's why I was saying this, guys. If you have a good offer, it's easier to find the right people, because you can't get to the right offer if you don't know what's the pain to solve, and you can't get to the pain to solve if you don't know what's the target, right? So if I know that the target is a real estate agent, I say, cool, what's the number one thing they want to do? Selling apartments, selling houses. Okay, cool. How can they get there? Getting qualified leads, getting seller leads and buyer leads. Okay, cool. What's the pain point? They don't want to invest thousands of dollars a month to get those leads, for example, or they don't want to spend 8 hours a day on social media, right? Because they are pretty busy. Cool. Now we know what they want. We know what they don't want. So we can craft an offer, pain to solve, around these two elements. And this is where we can say, hey, I can help you to get 3 times the number of qualified leads a week, spending 50% less time and closing more sales, or you don't pay. Or, I don't know, you just pay later if it works. If it doesn't work, it's free. Whatever it is, right? Now, this is just an example. But getting back to your question, Vix,
Yeah.
you can find people in the Facebook group. You don't have to, like, guys, when we say things like, hey, you can just find the right people in Facebook group. Yes, this is true. But at the same time, don't think that you have to create a 2-step post inside other people's group, right? This is different. Because it's like I go into the Grove Facebook group and they try to sell his people my stuff. Grove is going to be pissed out, right? You say, hey man, listen, what's going on? This is my group. You're trying to make money out of the people that I spent 2 years, to nurture, to attract, to build my audience. What's going on here, right? So what I was saying is this. Let's say that you want to fish in this group, Unleash CEO, for example. This is just an example. You can go here, members, right? And you can just add new people, right? Those are just friends. Okay, let's say this, and this, for example, right? Once they accept the friend request, let me go here, friends, friend request, right? Now this is people that send me the friend request. What is it here? For friends, you can just filter by the most recent, like the most recent friend request, like just accepted, new friends. What you can do is this: you can go here, you can create a post based on what they were talking about in the Facebook group, right? So let's say that in the Facebook group we were speaking about how to get leads. You can just do something like this. Let's say that we're talking with people doing Facebook ads. Okay, this is a good example. Let's say that we were not fishing in Blake's group, we were fishing in a Facebook ads group, right? Okay, we can do something like this. I just found a better and cheaper way to get qualified leads and spend zero in paid advertisement. In paid ads, let's say, right? Drop me if you want to watch, if you want the link, for example. Whatever it is, guys. Now, what's the point? No. Okay. Okay, this is pretty cool. Now, what's the point? The point is you don't do this publicly, right? Because maybe your audience is not like it's not congruent. Paid ads, your audience. You can do this. You just click here. Instead of doing public, you can just select this Facebook ads warm leads group, right? You say done. Mm-hmm. So this post will be seen only by people in Facebook ads group, right? So the great thing is that they don't know this. So when they start seeing content, seems like this content is specially designed for them, right? And same goes for you, Amir, right? You are in a solo ads group.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can just say something. Yeah, you can just say something like, "Are you still investing in solo ads, but still not happy, but still not getting, I don't know, guys, getting results, for example. I found a new and better way, new and easier, new and cheaper way to get sales. Drop me if you want. Drop a bit below, whatever it is, right? Now, what's the point? We are saying, I used to invest in solo ads, so we are calling out the audience. Here, instead of saying Facebook ads group, we can just select the list. We can create the list, actually, right? I can show you how to do this. So all the people that are part of the solo ads community that we selected, they will see this post, only those people, right? And the great thing is that we are calling out the audience, so they say, wow, this is amazing, this is just for me, right? You're still not getting results, or you're just wasting your money, whatever it is, right? I invested in solo ads in the past, and I can tell you that you can burn money easily with solo ads, right? And then you can say, I found a new and cheaper way. Look at the keywords here. New, this works every single time, guys. If you just say, I just found a new way to do X, Y, Z, if you just find a new way to do something whole, people are sold to it. Because new sounds better, right? First, second, cheaper. Why do you use cheaper instead of something else, faster? Because solo ads are pretty expensive, right? So maybe you spend $300 in solo ads, you got 300 clicks, but you got 0 sales. And they say, damn, $300. I mean, come on, this is my, I don't know, rent price. Or this is my, I don't know, car monthly payment, whatever it is, right? So if you say easier, cheaper, new, people are super interested, right? And how can you create a list? You just go here. Makes sense so far?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see the logic?
Yes, it
So
does.
you can find the right people. Yeah, you can find the right people in Facebook groups, for example, and you can just create two-step posts that are calling out that audience. So if you have, I don't know, let's say, for example, 50 people, 100 people from that group, all those people are going to see those kind of posts, right? Of course, if you're already creating something for the audience, you don't have to create the list, but this is just an extra way to attract the right people, right? Because let's say, for example, let's say, we want to do this, right? Dean Graziosi, and then we do groups, right? So look at this, Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, I don't know, all these groups, right? Of course, we just want to target the best one. Or, I don't know, Grant Cardone, right? Groups. You see, these people paid money to fill their Facebook groups with the right people, right? And that's why it's amazing, because you can find the right people here for free. You don't have to invest in ads, right? So you can use a Chrome extension to send a request to all these people. For example, you can filter out people like CEO in the description, or affiliate marketer in the description, or entrepreneur, or I don't know, real estate agent, whatever it is, right? The great thing is that you have all these people that join this group to try to make money, to try to build an online business, right? And once you add a few people from here, you create your two-step post with that specific, offer, right? Or bait or two-step post. They're super interested because it seems like this is talking to them, okay? This is one way. Another way is, let's say, for example, they want to go here, discussion. What is the master you learn from Grant Cardone? I don't know. Dealing with broke people is more expensive than dealing with wealthy people. This, for example, right? Boom, you can just hit send. Now, all the people that are going to comment and interact with this, right? You can just send them a friend request. You can say, hey, thanks for connecting with me. Thanks for engaging, yada, yada, yada. After failing for years, I found a way to attract the right people and repel the wrong ones. Want to check a free training? Want to watch a free 3 minutes video going over what's the strategy, whatever it is, right? This is relevant because they engaged with us first, and second, it's congruent because the argument, like the topic is this. Of course they're interested because they engage with me because I said, dealing with broke people is more expensive than dealing with wealthy people, right? So we have a connection already. We're already on the same frequency. This is better than just sending a cold DM, trying to sell them some random shit, right? So we have different ways. Let's say that I create a two-step post in this group. I mean, it's dangerous because they can say, hey, man, listen, are you trying to steal my leads? I don't like that. They ban you, right? But if you just use the people that use use Facebook groups. Okay, listen to this. Use Facebook groups just like you would use Facebook ads, right? Because with Facebook ads, you can use the target audience, right? The targeting feature. You can say real estate, you can say interested in Grant Cardone, interested in whatever it is. Here you can find all the people that raised their hand and said, hey, I'm interested in Grant Cardone stuff. I'm interested in self-development topics. I'm interested in closing sales over the phone. So if you send them a friend request, right, and you relate to this, you're already talking to the right people. But the problem is that even if you deal with the right people, people with money, guess what? If you don't know what the pain to solve and you don't have an offer, nothing works, right? So it's difficult to understand what's the best Facebook group if we don't have an offer, if we don't know what's the target. On the other side, it's easier, super easy actually, to know what's the best group, Facebook group, to fish from, if we know what's the target, what's the offer, what's the target, right?
Exactly.
Make sense, guys? Do you agree? It's the opposite.
It's the offer.
Right? Guys, everything comes down to the offer and what's the target. Because we can create the offer if we don't know what's the target. Right? Generally for you is people working 9 to 5 and they're interested in making, they have no time. So they want to have time. They're not making money, so they want money. Right? They're stressed, they want to be. They want to be the family hero, right? They want to see their kids saying, hey, Papa, hey, Dad, this is amazing. This is the 3rd holiday this year. This is awesome, right? Or stuff like that. So based on this, we can understand what's the target. And once we know that this is the 3 main problems, for example, they have no time, they have no money, or they're stressed, they are time on budget, they're living paycheck to paycheck, for example, or they feel stressed because they're trying to make it online. Honestly, they're doing their best. So this is not your fault. But the problem is that you're missing a piece. The most important piece of the puzzle, damn, is not there. That's why you need to buy my shit. That's why you need to buy my training or whatever it is, right? So if we start looking at things like from here, it's easier to understand what's the offer, because we can create the offer where they can get results faster in just 1 hour a day, and they can make more money in a week they can make in 3 weeks of the 9 to 5 job, so that they can be seen as the family hero from the kids or from the partner, right? Now it's easier because we got there step by step, right? Make sense, guys? Amir, what do you think?
Makes sense, yes.
That makes sense, yeah.
Awesome. Any question?
No, this has been very clear, crystal clear. Best session in months.
Let me just show you something, guys. This is super important. This is something that I got from Blair Warren, right? And guys, this is, you can sell whatever you want with this, right? Let's discuss this for a second. Now, people will do anything for those who encourage their dream, justify their failure, allay their fears, confirm their suspicion, help them throw rocks at their enemies, right? Guys, this is crazy. This is crazy shit. Because this is how we need to, this is how we can create our marketing message, right? Because let's say, for example, that we're targeting 9 to 5 people, right? Is this a relevant example for you guys? 9 to 5 people? I think
Yes.
so. Okay.
You
So
have 9 to 5 people, and people who already has a high ticket sales, high ticket product with them, but are not making sales. These are the target people.
awesome, awesome. So what would you say, guys? What would you say their dreams are? 9 to 5 people, maybe quitting their job, right?
Mhm.
Make more in a month than they will make in a year of 9 to 5, right? For example, at some point I made $23,000 in a month, and I was making $25,000 in a year for my 9 to 5 job. This was crazy. This was unbelievable, right?
Mhm.
So, what would you say their dreams are? Quitting their job? Let's keep it simple. Make more money, right? Because like a yearly raise is, what is it, 3%?
Mhm.
Not even 3%, because sometimes they don't even give you the yearly raise, right? Anyway, quit the job, make more money.
Have a financial freedom.
Grove, what are the other two?
Time
One is financial
freedom.
freedom.
Location
And
freedom.
then,
Location
fuck
freedom.
yeah, right? Because they want to do whatever they want with their time. They want to own their own schedule, right? And they want to have location freedom. Because let's say that they're living in Austin, and Austin, they're doing a lot of, protests, crazy things, like they're putting things on fire, like crazy stuff, actually. And they say, you know what? I don't like to live here anymore. Let's move to Mexico. I don't know. Let's move to Europe. If you have enough money, if you have financial freedom, time freedom, allocation freedom, you can actually do this, right? I just moved back to Milan for 3 weeks and a half because my mom, she was not doing very well, right? Honestly. And guys, how cool is that? I can do whatever I want. I can take a flight from West Africa, where I was living before. I can go back here for 3 months, for 3 weeks, sorry, and then I can go back, and then I go to Asia for a vacation. I can do this. I can do it several times a year, right? So this is their dream. Now, this is the first one. Encourage their dream. Their failure. What about the failure, guys? Wasted time and money for the wrong programs.
Mhm.
Do you think this is accurate? I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or maybe
Not getting the support. They have a program.
so
It's like a course. They didn't get the support how to implement them. So when they need someone, there's no one there to guide them. Like a touch like we are having today, they don't have the support.
exactly. So they're failing, and there is no one, and no one is there to help, right? There is no support, no nothing. Let's put it down a new one. Failure. Let's say they've been trying to make it for years, but still failing, right? I mean, it makes a big difference if you're trying to do something for a week or for a year, for a decade, right? The weight is different.
Not getting results
Now
consistent.
this is the failure. Now let's go back here. Exactly. They're not making consistent sales. Well done. So we can say making some money, but still nothing consistent, or maybe still not enough cash flow, right? Consistent. Okay, now allay their fears. What can we say about the fears? Fears of not making it, fears of not being good enough, right?
Doubting
Fears
like doubting
other,
the new program that they are taking will be the same like they have previously,
yeah.
like
Also
prejudging.
fear, yeah. Also fear of other people's judgment,
Mhm.
right? Let's say that I create an offer and I post it on Facebook. What if nobody engaged with me? What if nobody take the offer? Thousands of people are going to think about me that I'm stupid, right? Fears. Now let's go back here. Confirm the suspicious, right? Choose. Right? I can say something like, hey, you know, if you want to confirm a suspicious, like let's say, for example, like on average 9 out of 10, they have the suspicion of, hey, this is a scam, right? They are scamming me. They sold me something that doesn't work. Or they sold me something that is too good to be true, right? Too good to be true. Or to be working, right? Yada, 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 right? So let's see what else we got. Okay, throw rocks at the enemies. What about enemies? We have government, for example, taxes, right? Or enemies are previous gurus and stuff like this. Now, what's the point of doing this? Once we put down what's the fear, failure, fears, dreams, failure, fears, suspicion, and enemies, right? It's easier to create a marketing message, right? Because basically for every single line, we can create a campaign, right? One around the dream, one around the failure, right? But the most important thing is that we need to encourage them to pursue their dream. Are you trying to quit your job? This is awesome, because quitting your job, you will have more time for your family, for yourself, for yada, yada, yada. Are you trying to quit your job? I just created a 3 minutes long video going over the 3 strategies that you might want to use in order to quit your job in the next few months. Drop a link below if you want it. Boom. Are you trying to make more money? This is amazing. Why? Because if you just wait for your boss to raise your paycheck, you might want to wait like for years just to get 5%. This is gross, right? Yada, yada, yada. Now we have justify the failure. A, do you feel that you're wasting your time and you wasted money with the wrong programs? It's not your fault. You've been following the wrong strategy or whatever it is, right? Do you see, guys, how easy it is to create something that works if we put down failure, fears, suspicion, right? It's easier. Because now that we say, hey, okay, now let's sit down. I need to create some content because I want to attract the right people. Okay, cool. What can I talk to? What can I talk about today? Failure? Okay, wasting. Okay. So it's not your, do you feel that you're wasting time and money? Do you feel they wasted time and money with the wrong programs? It's not your fault. When you start, you want to quit your job because you want to save your family. You want to make more money because you want to pay that. You want to pay for your kids' university, whatever it is. But guess what? This market is terrible. You can't trust. You can trust no one. That's why you've been failing and failing. Why? Because they sold you, like they sell you the idea that you can quit your job in 3 months just with automated system, but this is not how it works. It's not your fault. It's not because you're stupid. It's not because you're lazy. You've been following the wrong strategy. If you're looking for the wrong strategy, drop it me below and or send me a message or click the link below, click the link in my bio, right? It's easier because you're just saying, hey, listen, I understand you. I feel you. It's not your fault. So guess what? I can show you what's the alternative, right? Of course you're failing. Nobody's there to help you. You have no support. What happened when you feel stuck? The last time that you watched a webinar and you bought the iTicket program, did they tell you that you need support? No. Did they give you any support? No. Maybe they gave you access to a very general, overcrowded Facebook group. And guess what? You have no help whatsoever, right? If you're interested in getting support and getting a customized plan that works for you and is different from 99% of the people, so that you don't have to do the battle in a dogfight with other affiliate marketers, drop me below, send me a message, click the link in bio, right? Fierce, right? Here says, allay their fears or throw rocks at their enemy, right? Make sense, guys?
Yeah, yeah.
This,
Yes.
like, you can use this to sell anything, like everything, literally everything, right? It doesn't matter if you're selling apartments. For example, Grube, you've been selling properties, right? You can use this frame, right? And by the way, don't get me wrong, guys. It's not mandatory to use every single element of this formula, right? You might want to use just one. For example, for you, Grube, we have to create the offer, no worries, but let's just brainstorm here. Let's say that you want to sell an investment opportunity in terms of property or houses down there in South Africa, whatever it is. You can just say, hey, are you scared of wasting your money in the wrong investment? You're totally right? Because the government is trying to steal your money, or real estate agents are trying to sell you properties that are not really a good investment, or they're trying to sell you something that is overpriced and literally scam you because they want to make money. So if you want to download the free cheat sheet of the 3 things to check before buying an apartment, so that you can get scammed, so that you can avoid being scammed, you can avoid being trapped in a long-term payment that is not worth it, whatever it is, right? Drop it below, click the link in bio, right? You're just confirming their suspicion because they say, wow, yeah, this is the same thing that I'm thinking. They're trying to steal my money. I can't trust the government, right? Or are you trying to do an investment in South Africa, but you're scared about paying too much taxes? I'm an expert in helping you make the right investment, saving on taxes, and avoiding scams and overpriced properties. If you're interested, set a free 15-minute call where I can see if I can help you, to see if you qualify, right? Yada, yada, yada. We can literally apply this to every single niche, right? That's why I'm jumping from Dix to Amir to Grove, right? Different people, different markets, but this works with everybody, right?
Mhm.
Make sense, guys?
Yeah, yeah. You share this with us?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is the same document that I shared with you last time, guys. I tried to make like this is 6FA training. Check this first, right? This is the same document that I shared with you where I ask you to put down what's the target, why is your program or service better for them, the right solution for them. Are you 100% sure or 100% clear on what's the pain and the outcome, whatever it is, right? At the end, I create, this is for the offer, by the way. This is the customer journey. We can keep it like this for the moment, and then we can create maybe a better version, more detailed. But I don't want to put like too many details because otherwise, guys, it's like, guys, I can stay here for a weekend explaining, talking, right? But you don't need information overload. Like you don't need information, you need to take action, right? That's why I always like to create real life example, right? So this is dreams, this is failure, this is fears, this is the suspicious, this is the enemies, right? And by the way, I also copy the formula here in the chat. Right? If you don't know what to talk about, just use this. You can also use this on a sales call. Right? Because if they understand that they've been scammed, you encourage their dream, you confirm they're suspicious, right? You want to help them throw rocks at their enemies, right? They trust you even more. This is when you can create the, that rapport, the relationship, the connection, right? Because they feel that you know what you're talking about. You know them already. It's like what you've been selling, what you've been teaching them, what you've been talking to is exactly for them, right? Make sense, Grove? Do you see the logic?
Yes, I do. I do. Thank you, Mike. See the logic, yeah.
Guys, let's do this, please. So you have the formula here, right? Example 9 to 5. Okay. Let me put here the link again because I want to be sure that you have it, right? And let's do this. Next week, I want to review one of these. Let's do this example for you guys, right? You can just put down this formula like this one. You just copy paste in your document and you just put down a list of your your dream customer dreams, failure, fears. You just try to put down a few elements here, right? Next week, live, I want to review one of this because I think it's pretty similar. And, the way we use this, it's pretty congruent with everybody here, right? So it's cool. On the other side, if you want me to check this before next week, just copy paste in the Supper Hub, right? So when I review it, I can either short a long video going over this, I can just be a little bit more analytical and tell you if I like it, yes or no, or how to use it, right? Or maybe how to create an offer out of this, right? Because this is the goal. This is the goal. If we know what's the fear, what's the suspicious enemies and stuff, how can we use this? We use this in two ways. We use this to market our message, meaning the content, the live video, what we write, what we say, what we teach, cool. And second, we create the offer out of this, right? Because the offer needs to help them to forget their failure, to get to the dream faster, easier, right? Without any suspicion. Hey, I know that you feel that you're not making it. I know that you fear that you're not good enough. No worries. This is what we will fix with our program. This is what you will fix once you join this training, right? Or, you know, we can also create like free trainings on this and then attract the right people, right? When I say, guys, free training or free video, long video, don't get trapped by this. Like, it might be like 3 minutes, just going over macro steps. And then you can say, if you're interested in learning more, just send me a message. And then you can have a conversation, right? Guys, trust me, this works.
So when you are writing content, you addresses, suppose in 1 week, you addresses only the dreams, like in the second week, you addresses the failures or the fears, like that.
Yeah, let's
Is
do
it a
this.
good idea?
Yeah. Like, how to create content using this framework. No, how to create content in general. Let's keep it easy, guys. Got it. 2 options. Pain and outcome. Boom, you're good to go. Just make a list of the pain, just make a list of the outcome. You can talk about this. And then you can offer them the next step at the end of the post or at the end of the video, right? Or dream, failure, suspicious, enemies, you know what I mean, right? Boom. And as you said, you can talk once about the dreams, then failures, then suspicious enemies, once at a time, right? Because when they start following you for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they start reading and listening to your voice, talking about the dreams, the failure, you encourage them, their dreams, right? You confirm the suspicious, they feel they know you already and they trust you. So presenting an offer to people that they've been listening to you talking about these things, it's easier to do it to cold audience, right? Even if you have the right offer, you can send this to 100 people, cold messages. If the offer is compelling enough, is low risk to them, they pick up the offer. Right? But if you want to keep it easy, pain and outcome. Okay, what's the pain? Time. And we discussed this already, I think. We should have something here. Okay, you see? The pain is okay. You see, the pain is what happened today. The offer is the bridge to go from what's happening today, the L island, to the Heaven Island, right? The solution, the outcome. The outcome is they are able to have time, location, and financial freedom. The pain is that they don't have it today. They are spending money, nothing is working, they don't feel good enough, they fear of judgment, they fear their partner because they spend money and nothing is happening, nothing is changing, right? This is the pain point. So if you just talk about the pain point and you position your offer, that's why I always say, guys, the offer is key, otherwise nothing works. And you position the offer as the only way or the best way for them to get to the solution, this is an easy sell, right? As I said, time, no time. Money, no money. Patient, you can move whatever you want, yada, yada, right? Okay. This is actually the opposite. So let's do this, guys. Please do this exercise using this frame, right? This one. Let me outline it a little bit. It's easier to find, it's easier to read. Okay. Right? People will do anything for those who encourage their dream, justify their failure, allay their fears, and up them throw rocks at their enemies. That's it. If you start getting to the habit of using this framework to create content, to create conversation, and guys, this works like crazy in messenger conversation as well, or in emails. This works everywhere, right? Let's hop off now. Please do this. Just copy paste this sentence, right? And just try to outline. You can also take inspiration, copy paste what's relevant, of course, from this list, and just try to take a decision and say, hey, this is my target audience. These are the dreams, failure, fears, enemies, stuff. And because of that, I'm able now to create the offer, right? And we can review it next week, and I can check it in the Supper Hub if you tag me there. Okay, guys.
Cool. Thank you very much, Mike.
How was it? How was it, Grobe?
It was tip top. It was very well. Very
One thing,
thank
Mike.
you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, concerning EL Messenger Pro, do you have a video on how Blake or even you have put on the tagging, like categorizing the leads, hot, warm, etc., etc.? You have a training on that? Or?
Yeah, we have it. Let me send a message right away to Blake because right now I don't remember what is it.
I did not find it on the group there. I know on the battle plan, he mentioned the link, but when I click the link, it goes on the wrong video. It's not the video that he has for the pipeline, everything.
Yeah. Okay, no worries. I just asked to Blake. As soon as he give me an answer, any information, I share it with you. I share it with you all. Okay?
Okay.
So you have it.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Awesome. I'm proud of you guys. You're showing up, you're taking action. This is crazy. Just do this exercise because this is super important. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Thank you very much, Mike. Vix, Amir.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, take care,
Cheers,
Grobe.
good night.
Take care, Mike.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Recording stop.